Hey there, Llewellyn here. I want to talk to you today about, um, yeah, you saw the red flags, but you make excuses because you wanted your story to work. And before I go any further, if you haven't subscribed already, please do that. Please make sure you like it and make sure you share this out for someone because you never know who actually needs to hear this. Yeah, my name is Llewellyn and I am an abuse survivor. Just recently, my ex husband's new girlfriend reached out to me. I didn't know he'd been divorced by his third wife. I'm the second wife, in case nobody knew. And when she reached out to me, she wanted to know about him. And I'm like, is this real? Is it, because I didn't know that he'd been divorced. I had no clue. I knew I divorced him, but I didn't know his third wife divorced him. And so, she told me who it was, stuff like that, the whole 9 yards, right? And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? So what happened is the ex-wife had enough and she decided that she was done. And so she went and filed for divorce and divorced him. He had been, what's what I'm looking for? Verbally, mentally, not so much physically, mentally, emotionally, abusing her, which it happens. We don't realize that it happens. Relationships are just such a big part of our lives, whether it's a friendship or family or romantic connection. The way that we interact with others can shape our happiness, our safety, and our growth. And we have to be aware of the flags. It's very important. But how can we know if a relationship is either good for us or if there might be warning signs that we need to actually watch out for? So life is more like what's I'm looking for? Like traffic lights, right? Life is like the relationships are like traffic lights. You have your red, your green, and yellows. And I'm pretty sure you understand what red, green, and yellow mean. But do you know what they mean in flags for a relationship? Well, with my ex, I didn't even stop to think about it. I was abused growing up I was abused growing up by my stepfather and mother. And so I didn't know what to look for in a healthy relationship because I didn't grow up in a healthy relationship, not with family, not with friends, no one. And I'd always get the backhanded compliment, where you are, I'm sorry, I need to shut off my phone over here, where they'll say, well, you're pretty ugly for a white girl, or you're pretty, whatever, right? And you never get taught in school of what's a good relationship and what isn't. And so when I met my first husband, I was like, this is it. Because he told me he loved me before we were ever intimate. So, like, this is true love. This is what real love means. He would open the doors for me at the restaurants or stores or whatever. I would go through, and then he would come right in after, and he'd put his arm around me, right? Have his hand up here, and my hand be up here. We're just holding hands. And it was just so sweet and wonderful, right? For restaurants, he'd pull a chair out for me, and my back would be the door, and his back would be to the wall, so he could see everyone around us. And if anyone came up to talk to me, he'd get mad. He always ordered for me. I don't like vegetables, but he always ordered stuff with vegetables in there because he wanted me to eat healthy. I was like, that's so sweet, but I don't like vegetables. What else? Oh, so I was 17 when I met him. He was 24. I was in my senior year in high school, and he lived in a town over. So it was like about an hour and a half away. And he would call me at 7 o'clock in the morning as I'm getting up to get ready to go out that door to go to school. Hey, I just missed your voice so much from last night. I really love you. Just all the right things. It makes your heart just flutter because now they're just, you're just so special to them. And then at 3:30, when I got home, if I wasn't home by 3:30, because that's the time he called me before he go to work, because he worked the graveyard shift and he'd be working all night and he wanted to hear me, right? So at 3:30, I got in late one day, because I was with my friends hanging out, and he says, I called you and you weren't there. Where were you? I was like, I was with my friends. Oh, so your friends are more important than me? Red flag. Red flag right there. But did I know that? No. So then I'd stop hanging out with friends because I expected his call at 3:30. Then he'd call me at 9 o'clock as I'm going to bed. We need to know what red flags are. We need to teach our children what the green, yellow, and red flags mean. And if you don't know what they mean, then you need to sign up for my class, because I am telling you right now, we need to make sure that our children are safe from abusers, from narcissists, even from bullies from school. Because there are some kids that can't take it because they get bullied at home, they get bullied at school. They're like, what's the point of living? I pray that's never the case. I pray it's not. But it happens. So what's a green flag? A green flag in any relationship is like a positive signal, meaning something good is happening. It's like when you see a green light at a crosswalk that tells you it's okay to go ahead. It shows a healthy and happy relationship or friendship where everyone feels respected, heard, seen, safe, and they can be themselves without worry. If you cannot be yourself with someone, you need to stop, take a step back, and find out why. Right? Yellow flags. Yellow flag in any relationship is like a small warning signal, meaning you should pay attention, maybe slow things down a little bit, because something just might not be quite right. But it's not necessarily a big problem yet. It's just a sign that you need to reflect on it, to talk about it, to make sure that everyone feels comfortable and safe in the relationship. You want to feel seen, feel heard, and be comfortable. And if you can't do that, then it might be your warning sign. A red flag is when something might not be right in any relationship. It's like when someone says or does something that makes you feel uncomfortable, sad, scared. It's important to pay attention to these signs. So make sure that in any case, you guys find a trusted, if teenagers are watching this, find a trusted adult in your life. And it could be a parent or a counselor, a spiritual advisor, someone that you trust to talk about these flags, no matter what they are. Now, I don't know if I can share my screen. I'm going to try and share my screen, y'all. Where'd I go? Let's see if I can do this. Share. Nope. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So I want to share this with you. I want you guys to watch this. Hopefully. All right, so you saw that, right? Back in the old days, you had your Wile E. Coyote chasing the Roadrunner. That's a red flag. Keep running. Yeah, it might be a cute cartoon, which is why I threw it in there. But you need to know the flags. You need to know if they're red or green or yellow. You need to know. It is very important to know what they are. Okay, come on. Thank you. So, if you are interested in joining me in identifying flags, put flags in the comment and we can set up a time that we can do this. I don't know what the cost is going to be just yet because I got to get everything together. I don't have all the material yet. But if it's something that you're interested in, we need to get it out there for not only for ourselves, but for our children and our grandchildren, cousins, whatever we have, right? Nieces, nephews. Bullying has got to stop because sometimes the bullying is where it starts and then they become more aggressive and can turn into narcissists. We need to stop this now. So if anything has resonated with you for anything that I have said, please share this out. Please let people know. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's help one another because God knows our children need it. Again, if you're interested in a identifying flag course, let me know. I'll finish putting one together and we'll discuss when. Thank you for watching. And remember, beware of the flags. And if you have friends that are in a relationship that you know there's red flags, do not tell them that they are red flags because all they will hear is you're trying to break me up. That's not what you're saying. I get that. But that is what they will hear. So tread lightly. And if you want to know more about how to help someone, ask me. I will do a video on that one too. All right. Thank y'all. Have a great night.